Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Ron Rivera and I'm here to bring you another tech product review video. Today I'm going to be comparing three Bluetooth speakers. I'm going to be comparing the Marshall Emberton Bluetooth speaker, JBL Flip 6 Bluetooth speaker, and the Bose SoundLink Flex Bluetooth speaker. I'm really excited to get into this comparison because I have reviewed all of these in the past and they are all very impressive Bluetooth speakers. So let's get into my comparison of these three speakers. Let's talk tech. So first off, when it comes to the design of the speakers, let's start out with the Marshall Emberton. The Marshall Emberton is shaped like a Marshall stack amp in that typical rectangular prism shape. It has a grill in the front and the back that gives you audio from both sides to give you that surround sound. And on the front comes the logo. On the top is where you will see the only buttons it has. On the top it has a Bluetooth button and one gold button that has a multi-purpose use. Depending on whether you press the top or the bottom of it, it will increase or decrease the volume. If you press to the left or the right, it'll toggle the track back and forth, and if you hold it down, it'll either power the speaker on or off. On the right side of that multi-function button, you have a battery bar that indicates how much battery you have, and on the side you'll find a port for the USB-C cable. Overall, the Marshall Emberton is a really nicely designed Bluetooth speaker. I love that it looks just like the Marshall amps that you may remember from watching bands play, and it gives me a really nostalgic feeling when I look at it. Next up, the JBL Flip 6 comes in a cylindrical shape. It has 4 buttons that go across. The party button, the volume up, volume down, and the pause and play button come along the grill of the cylinder. On the back, on this plastic strip, you'll have the Bluetooth button and the power button along with the USB-C port. And right next to that, you have a long strap hoop that you can use to, I guess, wrap around your wrist or hook onto a bar or something. So it has that portability. The only downside for the JBL Flip 6 is that if you lay it flat on its side, which would make the logo of the JBL be facing you, if you tip it a little bit, that plastic strip won't prevent it from rolling, and that's the only design flaw I see with this. Of course, you can put it on its side, which I think a lot of people do when they're out and about and they bring it with them, which it looks fine. There's also a cool little feature when you're playing the JBL Flip 6. You kind of see the side foam vibrating. It has a little shape of a triangle and a circle there. It kind of gives you this cool effect when you hear the bass pumping. Overall, the JBL Flip 6 has a very cool modern design, and it has that loop that you can use it to take portably to places. And finally, with the design of the Bose SoundLink Flex, the Bose SoundLink Flex is covered in a silicone rubber that covers the whole speaker. What I like about the Bose SoundLink Flex is that it has 5 buttons on the top. These are the only buttons that you will find on the speaker. There is one button to do a party connect that will link it to another speaker. There is a volume up, a volume down, a Bluetooth button, and a power button. So all the buttons being housed on the top of the SoundLink Flex make it really practical and easy to use. No complicated multi-function buttons that you have to press several times to, activate different commands. And the Bose SoundLink Flex has a USB-C port on the side. It also comes with a convenient little utility loop on the side of the Bose SoundLink Flex, which also makes it portable. It can be used to hook onto a carabiner or another clip of some sort. So overall, when I'm thinking of the design, I think all of them have a really unique look. I love the Marshall Emberton rectangular stack amp kind of look. I like the JBL Flip 6 that has the vibrating foam part on the side when it's playing, and it has that loop to allow you to take it places. And I also really like the sleek modern look of the Bose SoundLink Flex. But because the Bose SoundLink Flex is covered completely in silicone, something that both of the other speakers are not covered with, and because it has that little utility loop that doesn't look so big and apparent and stick out as much as the JBL Flip 6's large loop, I would go with the Bose SoundLink Flex in the design category. I think it just looks really modern, really sleek, and it's very practically designed with a little loop that you can use to carry with you places, and it has all of the buttons housed on the top. It's just something I think is more aesthetically pleasing and easier to use. When it comes down to the battery life, the Bose SoundLink Flex and the JBL Flip 6 both have a battery life of 12 hours. It could be extended if you're playing the volume on a medium level or lower than the highest level. But the Marshall Emberton comes into this category and kind of blows these other speakers away, and it has a total of 20 hours on a full charge, which is super impressive. I personally have used the Marshall Emberton days and days and days during a week, and I didn't have to charge it, and it's really convenient that they have that little battery charged indicator on the top of the Marshall Emberton to let you know how much battery you do have left, which is really helpful. So in this category, it clearly goes to the Marshall Emberton Bluetooth speaker. Now, coming into the all-important sound quality, all three of these speakers sound really excellent. I love how the Marshall Emberton speaker gives off this really rich mids and excellent sounding bass along with a pretty loud volume level. The JBL Flip 6 gives off really crisp highs and a really nice bass, and also a really nice volume level to match the Marshall Emberton. And finally, the Bose SoundLink Flex gives off a mix of all three of these levels really beautifully. It gives off clear, crisp highs, a nice, rich sounding mids, and a decent bass, and a good volume that never gets too loud so as to not distort. So I think it's a point of preference. If you like listening to a sound with more rich mids or bass and a louder volume, you might lean towards the Marshall Emberton. If you value clear, crisp highs for more vocals or more radio sounding audio, you might lean towards the JBL Flip 6. But if you're really looking for a beautifully balanced sonic listening experience, I would say that hands down this sound quality category goes to the Bose SoundLink Flex. I've said it before in my review of the Bose SoundLink Flex Bluetooth speaker. It was one of the most impressive audio listening experiences I've had. On the website of the Bose SoundLink Flex, they say that they expertly combine all of the sounds so that you can hear this really harmonious sound coming from the speaker, and you can individually hear all of the instruments and sound effects and pick up everything the audio had in its song or episode. And I would completely agree. It really sounds beautifully balanced, and it marries all of these sounds together: the clear highs, the rich mids, the excellent matched bass, and a good level of volume so as not to distort any of those sounds. So overall, in this sound quality category, I would definitely give it to the Bose SoundLink Flex.
disguise my intentions. I let you turn me violet instead. Summer high, met you in August. New York, back to my cold apartment. Distance sucks, but at least I'm still with you. White out skies, middle November. You and I, flights to wherever. I don't mind, as long as it's with you. As long as it's with you.
Finally, when it comes down to price, both the Marshall Emberton and the Bose Sound Flex are priced at $150. The JBL Flip 6 is priced at $130. Because it is priced at this lower price point, all of them have their strengths and weaknesses, but I think the best bang for your buck or value here would be the JBL Flip 6, especially if you're on a budget, you want to get a quality speaker. The JBL Flip 6 is an excellent all-around Bluetooth speaker. So finally, when I'm thinking of the overall package, when I'm thinking of which design is most practically and aesthetically built, which speaker has the best overall sound quality, which speaker has the longest and best battery life and the best price point, I would have to say the overall winner in this comparison of these three speakers is the Bose Sound Flex. The Bose Sound Flex doesn't have the longest battery life, nor does it have the cheapest price point, but when you're thinking of in terms of design, in it being practically built and really aesthetically sleek looking, and the all-important sound quality, it gives you this really impressive sound profile that you will love, and the fact that you will be able to take it portably with you using that utility hoop to clip onto something just makes it that much better. So I think I would definitely recommend you to buy the Bose Sound Flex if you were to choose between these three speakers. So now I want to know what you guys think. Do you agree or disagree with me? Do you have any of these speakers? Do you think anything different? Do you guys want to add anything? Please make sure you leave a comment down below. I want to hear what you guys think, if you agree or disagree with my evaluation on this comparison. Once again, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate the support. If you haven't, make sure you leave a like on this video, you subscribe, and you turn on notifications for upcoming videos. Also, make sure you give me a follow at my Instagram at @IronDRivera. As always, thanks for watching. Until next time, see you guys.